Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 59.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Rodgers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Tackle made.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Middleton. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Middleton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. He's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Chiefs nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second and very short. Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30.
Yeah,
the 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. they got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll run it with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Sanders on for the extra point.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Chiefs, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted.
Go time, baby.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
On 1st and 10, Middleton. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just shutting him off there.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Stepping, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Point after.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the
off-play action. Middleton. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 28-yard line.
On first down, Middleton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for... And this is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games. but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and that certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They got him in. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
Off the play fake. Middleton.
24-yard line.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down and
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fights off the defender. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. That 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Middleton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Middleton. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. 35 before he goes out of bounds. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's over! Let's dominate!
And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Ron Thornhill on the tackle. That's a gain of 8.
Again, it's Jones. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Flushed out right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. You just hand it off inside.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chris Jones able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. from the gun. Middleton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season